Good morning, good morning. Stop living over. Okay, guys, good morning, guys. Time for a little coffee break. Happy Thursday. Happy One Take Thursday because I am doing this for one take. Because pretty much today is just picking up the kids because I need to pick up the kids. Because Danny works, Brazil is working, my friends are working. I have nothing going on today besides giving the One Direction paper to my teacher, doing half of the work that's due. There we go, just halfway through, and we ain't got no ice. I bought ice trays. They don't fill them up. I fill them up. And then when I want ice, there isn't any ice. And when I don't want ice, there's ice. So, halfway done to here, or fill it up. So, pretty much doing my work, my music history work, whatever I gotta do, read whatever I gotta do. I already did my yoga, class discussion, which is 10 points. I gotta redo my quote-unquote midterm because I did it wrongly. Something about the columns and I don't know what. But I see which is the first time I'm actually physically talking to next week is the first time I'm physically talking to my yoga instructor, yoga teacher, which Miss K, or Miss Cass. She's really nice. I took her yoga. Fun fact, remember that time I took yoga and it was 7 something in the morning and blah 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 blah, and I was gonna take her with my friend Jessica. That's the same teacher, but I'm doing it online. But look, I'm not really doing anything. I just needed the credit, so I'm blessed. An easy A, literally. It's an easy A. So, getting that vanilla. I do like the blonde roast, which my sister-in-law has the blonde roast. By the way, fun fact. This, if you can see right there, y'all can see, hopefully you guys can see, it expires on my actual birthday. So, this does have a pretty long shelf life. Because I bought this recently. So, now my favorite type of creamer is sweet cream. This one's pretty good for coffee mate, but I like the Cold Stone one better. So a little bit goes a long way, and a little bit goes a long way for this creamer right here. Because this creamer is really, really sweet, and it's the macchiato one. Little bit goes away for this one, and I need milk. Now y'all know whole milk is where it's at, because I do like not almond milk, what's it called, oat milk. On occasion I love me some oat milk. I do. Almond milk is pretty good too, if that's what they have. But when it comes to regular milk, I can't say no. So I need a coffee break. Yeah. Sure. And also, I am nuking because I don't want to spend money on. By the way, if you guys are wondering what it looks like, the blonde roast looks like this. Basically unsweetened. Exactly like that. But the vanilla is blue. That one is like a amber color. So, I am nuking some yummy. If you are wondering what flavor it is, I'll show you guys in a second. It is this flavor right here. Pretty good. I love it. I'm a sucker for anything cheese. It is lit, as the kids would say. Also, another thing that is lit is these barbecue little chicken bites. And I do not like boneless anything, but these are really good. These are lit, as the kids would say. At least that's what slang is. I'm a millennial, y'all. Usually we would say bomb non cob, but I don't think we say that anymore. Also, I have french fries right here, just in case I ever want some. Just nuke them in the air fryer. My pizza, cheese pizza. And yeah, also, I heard that nuking things in the air fryer, you gotta be careful because supposedly they blow up. So, cross fingers, obviously, I'm always around. I never go, to my room or whatever when I'm doing something. So, I'm putting things away. But overall, it is a couple weeks to the end of the semester for me. A couple weeks to the end of the semester. I have a couple more weeks because it's kind of bittersweet because May is my last full month of me being a music college junior college student fully. But like I say, I might do an online for fun class just to keep my credit at El Camino, depending on what I take in Cal State LA. So, but it's bittersweet. It is, because I spent 8 years. My family doesn't understand it. No one really understands it besides me. Really? Is this a pepperoni? Huh. It is a pepperoni. You know why? I guess it's sentimental because El Camino had its ups and downs. El Camino wasn't the greatest to me. You know what I mean? Okay. At least the music department. Music teachers. Not the music department. Some music teachers, and they know who they are. And I don't resent them for anything because I'm over it. What's done is done. I made peace with them. And they made peace with me. And they apologized to me. It's just bittersweet. You know that I'm getting finally the help and the support and the love that I need from Bob and everyone else in the other music department, which from what I have heard, and from videos and promotional videos and from music people, oh yeah, I feel welcome, I feel this, because other in my junior colleges I never did. So I get that. I love El Camino. El Camino is always going to be my home. El Camino is my home away from home for the last 8 years of my life. And it's bittersweet because I haven't been physically in campus and doing whatever, and now supposedly things are changing and blah 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 because of the whole panorama, and now there's no actual there's no music. There's supposedly no music. They're merging with the music department's library and the actual library merging, which I find that incredibly ridiculous. But yeah, but it's bittersweet. It's not like I'm never gonna see them, never talk to them. Obviously, there's email. Tanner, obviously, I have his number and I can still email him. I know he's always busy, but it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. It's just there's so much that they kind of like, you know, they hindered me from knowing and learning and growing. They kind of like, a friend of mine perfectly described this to me. The music department is made for people who are like willing to learn and like are like this. And sometimes the music department is dedicated for people who can't get it like this. It's not fair. It's not fair to UCs, but sometimes the music department isn't fair, and there's no learning curve for the people who need a learning curve, which is true. And I'm paraphrasing obviously, but you know that's basically the hint that she was telling me. So you know, it's just I'm at peace with my journey at Elko. It's a bittersweet, yeah. Should I all the years me wanting to be applied and finally getting into applied and me working wanting for that semester, and I felt like I was robbed of a second semester because I was really robbed of a second semester, even though no one wants to admit that. Even Anthony, he will never admit that. Neither will Dr. B, neither Aaron, blah, 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 blah. Because I don't know. At the end of the day, there was a lot of forces at play that should have been there for me, but weren't there for me. I took it to the special ed department. They were like, no, it's out of my hands. I'm sorry, it's out of my hands. I took it to the dean. It's out of his hands. I took it to the vice principal. It was out of his hands. I'm so frustrated in tears and blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, I just needed someone who taught me well, and I felt like I didn't get that from music department. Didn't. I got it a slight smidge, but Vicky can only do so much of voice classes because realistically I wasn't going to ever be part of a studio. And that's no shade to Vicky. You know, and I had Anthony for that semester. And there was so much lack of communication. There was so much lack of communication that it was laughable, and I was scared of him. Not that like he was gonna hit me or anything, like he's physically, emotionally abusive. No, nothing like that. But it was always just like I felt like I couldn't say no to him. Arian, I only had her for voice class, but she was more of a friend of me than anything. Dr. B, I only had him for opera workshop and a couple voice classes. I think I had like 2 voice classes. I feel like me and Dr. B, Kev, I see myself in him more than any other else teacher. Because we're similar in a lot. I can't explain it, but me and him are very similar. We have this like bright optimism about us that I see myself in him. And Rhonda, I never worked with Rhonda. She was always very nice to me. she was like, oh yeah, I have this thing and the Schubert thing. Oh, I'm like, okay, Schubert, cool. Oh yeah, I wanted to give you like this opportunity if you can, because he was like, isn't Schubert German? I'm like, yeah, you go German, you gotta sing German. I'm like, okay, yeah, and she would always tell me about these things that were happening, and she could always encourage me to do things like that. So she'd always been nice to me. I think out of all of the criticism my first applied performance, like juries, it was only Vicky and Miss Dillon who gave me really good, even though she gave me a D, she gave me really good criticism. Everyone else didn't. Vicky gave me a C, the only one who gave me a C. So I would say, and I don't want to put words in Vicky's mouth, but I think probably Aaron, not Aaron, but Vicky and probably Rhonda would probably say, just give her a shot. And everyone else was like, no, we're not giving her a shot. Because at the end of the day, I have a bunch of my acquaintances and a bunch of friends who kind of effed up the juries a couple times. Completely stopped singing. I had a friend of mine who literally stopped singing like halfway during her juries. She ruined her juries and got a C. Got good grades. Another person who messed up her words and got all C's. You know what I mean? Or ruined it, or something happened. They just graded me negatively. Aaron gave me a D. Rhonda gave me a D. Kevin gave me a D. Vicky gave me the only one who gave me a C. And then he gave me a C minus/D. So the reason why, obviously, why I didn't go on to second semester, because I supposedly wasn't growing, and then he was like frustrated. I told him, okay, can we just find someone else? And I would say he would have said, hey, what about if we find someone else? Maybe my teaching style and your learning style are two different things. You see, it's not a problem. But if I was in his shoes, looking at that, you can say, hey, what about if you talk to Dr. B? I'll talk to Dr. B or talk to whoever. Maybe we can find another teacher, and then you'll kind of sympathize, not just, okay, I think you need to take a break. And I fought so hard not to take a break. Supposedly, they, obviously they agreed with Anthony. They didn't agree with me. And I'm like, okay, can we just, because of the jury scores, even though I got a C in the class, I have a C in the class, I couldn't go on to the second semester. I know I'm like a broken record, but you know what I mean? That's kind of my experience in the department, and also, y'all know that I had Caesar Alvarez. I would say he was a good friend / acquaintance of mine who helped me getting my first audition to apply at San Far From Whom I Love. And he said, oh, it's just because of Caesar. Caesar's feeding her lyrics and blah, 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 blah. That's the first time I didn't even apply. And then the second time I sung it again, even though technically I was going to sing Getting to Know You, Getting to Know All About You, Getting to Like You, Getting to Know You Like Me. Da 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 things like that. But I was like singing all over the place. And so I sang Far From My Love. Well, technically, you sang the second song again. It's kind of blah, 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 blah. The third time I sang, I think it was I was so damn nervous. Was it If I Loved You? I think it was If I Loved You, and I was closing my eyes. If I loved you. And then the third time, or the fourth time, it was Niño Precioso. And then the last time after that, what was it? Something. It was something. I think after that was Niño Precioso. And then after that it was, I don't remember. Did I ever sing, When I Fall in Love? I don't remember. But I remember the audition that got me in. No, I think, yeah, it was Getting to Know You. One of the times it was Getting to Know You. Yeah, I think in like third or fourth or fifth time it was Getting to Know You. Right? And then, the last, my time that I got in was Goodnight, My Someone. Good night, my someone, good night, my love. Da, 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 which got in, I guess she was like, this girl has been doing this for like 6 times. Okay, let's just get her in. And at that point, I think it was before or after I think it was just, or If I Loved You or whatever. I don't remember because it was such a long time ago. No, and then I think for like 2 years and a half, I auditioned for like 2 years and a half without any breaks in between. And supposedly it was because of this and this and this and that. And there was a couple of people who drank that, oh yeah, they're a little hesitant of you being in the music department. And like two people, one that I still trust, and is my sister, my play sister, and one that I don't talk to. Like a couple dreams of Adrian telling me a couple of things. But yeah, and I dreamt a couple of things too. Of them not wanting me in the music department. And it's I know dreams are just interpretations and like a consciousness type of thing. You know what I mean? And it's just in your conscious, whatever, cerebral mind or whatever you think of that day or whatever. It's just like a work far from your imagination. But sometimes dreams have a way of telling you things. But yes, so enough of me ranting and raving. But it's just it's just bittersweet. I will forever hold that place in regard and in high value because it taught me, even good, even bad, even ugly, it taught me something. It made me who I am, and it gave I hate the word thick skin. Dude, I'm autistic. I don't know what that means. But yes. But just overall, it was a crazy 8 years of my life. Just going back and forth and just arguing and fighting and me trying to get this and me trying to get that and da 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 da. And today, I'm not gonna argue with whatever. I'm not. And I'm at peace. It's really good that I don't want to go into Costa del resenting, oh yeah, they did me dirty. Y'all can't do me dirty anymore. No, yeah, at the end of the day, it's a musical journey, and I'm learning and I'm growing, and I will practice more and I will learn more, understand where it actually goes, and putting it where and masking and da 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 da. If that makes sense, you know. And at the end of the day, I will always love Oko. Ugliness, darkness, beauty, light, brilliantness. Like, they gave like student opportunities. They gave me big students for there, not because of teachers. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I'm just excited to start a new chapter. Bittersweet to end this one. I might do a workshop again. That's why I need to start driving. Because I really, really want to do a workshop again because I miss it so much. Even though, granted, half the people, and of course me, left. So I'm interested. I kind of want to, they're doing it this semester, so I want to, like, I want to go see Upper Workshop. This summer. Not this summer, but in June they have it. So, kind of want to see it. And I also want to see Dr. B again. One last time before I go to Cal State LA. Okay. That's pretty much it. How did I go from rambling and raving to my new stuff to blah 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 blah? I don't know. But enough me rambling. I will see you guys tomorrow. May the Lord bless you today, tomorrow, and always. And this is literally, I'm one taker. This is literally, I'm not going to edit anything out. So yeah, my hot pocket is wet. It's cold. I'm going to get back in the oven, in the microwave, drink my coffee. But I definitely needed this coffee break and this therapy session. Because I'm going to see this like a year from now and just laugh and cry. But yeah. So, it's just, life just throws you curveballs. And older for you to be, I'm proud of you. No matter what life throws at you. I know you're watching this like a year or 2, 3 years from now. Hopefully YouTube's still alive by then. And you're smiling and you're doing something in music or something in the creative arts. And hopefully you have a man with a couple kids and a couple cats. Hopefully you have a home. You're driving, hopefully. You're skinnier or you're in your desired weight. Because I hate skinny culture. Hopefully you make good sevens too. When you're working for Marlboro. Oh yeah. You're doing something in the field that you love and never regret anything. Because at the end of the day, it's your life and you live it. You're in your 30s. Driving and flirty. And you're gonna London Novelas. Just be happy. Even if you have to cry a couple times, you get where you're going. Just be happy. And I'm proud of you. I guess I'll see you in the future then. Okay? May the Lord bless you today, tomorrow, and always. And I'll be seeing you. Bye, guys.